Yeah.
How many ways can you say this was a turd? Like, there's only so many, and you can lead with that comment.
This was Law and Order SVU,
Uh,
but not a good episode.
this piece of shit.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing The Little Thing. So Joey, I'm going to give you a synopsis, okay? And I want you to tell me what this movie is, all right?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You ready? Ready? Okay. Small town cop gets recruited to work on a case in a big town. We come to find out that he actually used to work for that department in that big town. There is a new town cop. He is working in that big city. He is an up-and-comer. The cop from the old town starts mentoring this new cop, and they solve murders together. What movie is this?
I think that movie is every single movie made about a cop or a mystery or a murder between 1985 and 2007. Am I right? Specifically, I feel like you're probably looking for the title of Seven, but I think it's
I'm looking for
mystery procedural from 1985 to 2007.
Joey, I'm looking for any TV show, movie, miniseries that involves a mystery.
And all of that. I mean, you went over so many tropes here. Did you even mention the fact that he's haunted by a past that is slowly revealed over time until it comes to a head? And a lot of movies have some of a payoff between your mysterious past of what happened to you and where you're at now. I can tell you in The Little Things, who gave a shit?
We talked about this. I knew that movie was going to be stupid the first 5 minutes. So, Joey, question. Somebody is chasing you in a car. You're in a car. You're driving. The person is also in a car behind you. Do you, A, keep going and drive until you hit the nearest police department? Or B, stop at some rundown, like, what was it, a motel / gas station, whatever it was, in like a place where there's nothing within like 10 miles of you, get out, bang on a door for someone to help. No one comes. Granted, the person who's chasing you still isn't out their car yet. You then proceed to run through the wilderness.
The screenwriter is sitting here thinking, you know what? I'm going to go with option B. I want to make things easier on the murderer.
So this movie follows Denzel Washington,
who Deacon himself, perfect early 90s name when this script was written,
to the city, and he ends up working this case with Rami Malek's character, who is an up-and-coming detective in the police department.
And Baxter himself, the person who replaced Deacon when he had his breakdown, which again, you got to have the older guy have a breakdown in these movies. They have to be divorced. Hell, they even threw in a heart attack just as a bonus. He had full-on mental breakdown.
And so they are looking for this serial killer who is murdering teenage women. That's what the movie's about. And so they're just trying to solve the
extent of this mystery plot.
That's really it. There's a serial killer. They are after this serial killer. As they are trying to solve the murder, Denzel Washington is constantly getting triggered by various things that he is seeing, and it causes him to have PTSD. We see characters kind of pop up that they kind of insinuate have helped him cover up some stuff from his past, that there's really no payoff with any of those characters.
I gotta tell you, man, that I didn't know if she was supposed to be a love interest or just a friend or just a creepy person that watches him talk to corpses in the morgue.
I was confused.
Because that's a thing that happens in this movie.
That's really it. And
ladies and gentlemen, The Little Things, roll credits.
There's more. We also have creepy stalker guy. We have creepy. We have Jared.
We need a creepy Joker type. Who could we get to play a creepy Joker type? I know we could get a guy who's played the Joker before, and
Jared
that'll
Leto.
go nowhere either.
And listen, I will say this: I bought his creepiness. He was creepy, but
I give you that. Jared Leto can play creepy like no other.
that's it. So literally, they're solving the case. They come up on like this dry cleaners. Denzel sees this guy in the back and is like, "Huh, he's creepy. It's probably him."
Like, how did this happen? When did this happen? Like, he's
He
sole suspect.
he
Any person who has a high mileage car, you're a white guy with long hair, you are probably a serial killer. And if you look like Jared Leto, it doesn't help you at all.
that's what happened. That
Yeah.
is exactly what happened. He saw him in the dry cleaner and he was like, guilty. He did it. He did it.
All the
And
while, I felt like Denzel was the creepiest person in this movie.
I thought that was going to be the twist at the end, that
I thought
Denzel was
so
the
too.
serial killer.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to end up being the twist, that he
Would have
was
been
the
a hell of
killer.
a lot more interesting than what we got.
It would have. And literally the rest of the movie is about them trying to find evidence that this guy's the killer. And spoiler alert,
It's okay.
um
Nobody watching this, don't even bother watching the movie. I don't know
spoiler
why you're
alert,
watching this in the first place, but don't.
we never find out if he's the killer or not. We never find out. Honestly, we don't find out anything about this movie.
We don't find out anything about anything. I can tell you, we have no idea what they're going for. If it was supposed to be a mystery, we got nothing. If it was supposed to be a thriller, it was a boring 2 hours and 8 minutes. Action, if you count digging holes in the desert for 10 minutes, that equates to nothing. If that's exciting for you, then this might be the movie for you. And here's the worst thing I could say about this movie is it is a perfectly adequate crime movie for 1989, right? But it doesn't hold up to 2021 standards. If you're looking for twists and turns, it doesn't have it. There's nothing to offer anybody in this movie. It just is.
You know
So
what's funny? I was watching the original Halloween yesterday. But the thing I thought about when I was watching that, I was like, honestly, the little things would have been better off just like having a serial killer that they never even showed his face. Like I was more intrigued by like this the image of this thing that no one really saw. He was just kind of in the shadows, and that had more suspense for me than watching the little things and them just chasing this guy who like knew they were chasing him and like didn't care that they were chasing him. And
and that's the thing is like the way when the whole time I was watching it, I was like, okay, if he's the killer, that's stupid because we've just watched somebody talk to the killer for 2 hours. And if he's not the killer, well, that's stupid because we wasted our time watching him talk to this person for 2 hours. And with 10 minutes left in this movie, who else could it even be that would
that
give any kind of
yes,
payoff? So it's like it equates
yeah.
to nothing.
And then like the whole twist about how like Denzel killed the girls, it's like
Out of nowhere and had no emotional impact. It didn't serve the plot.
it was
And,
bad.
and here's the thing I was thinking about. Here you go, screenwriters. I will make this make sense to you and have an emotional impact. Let's say throughout the movie, you can see that this guy, Denzel's character, has kept up with the family of the girls who were murdered. Or they send him a gift every anniversary of the death for trying to find the killers and everything. That gives it so much more impact because this guy has willingly been like lying and
Yeah.
feeling, having to lie to people for the last, 20 years, 10 years, however long it was. That would have some good ways for some things in the plot to have a buildup and some sort of payoff at the end. This comes out of left field because you think it's going to be just the fact that he couldn't solve the crime, and it's actually something else, and it doesn't matter.
I'm so happy I did not pay money to see this in the theater because I
That
would
is the only smart choice that was made about this movie was releasing it for free.
honestly, I didn't like Denzel's performance. It felt like just one of those generic Denzel
He
performances
felt like
I've
Denzel
seen
in this
in the
movie.
past. Rami Malek, I felt like his performance was lifeless. I didn't like it was just so melodramatic.
This was about 25 years too late, and we've already seen everything that's in this movie in the last 25 years. And I think, I mean, we're being harsh on the movie, but in reality, if this had come out then, maybe it would have been held in better light. But at this point, it's 25 years behind. It doesn't have a whole lot to offer 2021 audiences other than that was 2 hours that I was doing something with my life.
Yeah. Um so that that that's our
So
review
go out
of
and see it. We love. No, I'm just
please
definitely
don't go out and see it. This does not have my stamp of approval at all. I will never watch this movie again. But that's our review of The Little Things. Obviously, we didn't like it very much. Maybe you all love it. Go check it out and let us know what you all think. And until next time.